Right now at noon, we have the election results of the races impacting you here in the 4 states.
It is a beautiful day out there, and it'll continue through the week into the weekend. A look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, Pitt State construction students get some hands-on training while helping make community improvements.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Samantha Walker. The Columbus community honors a youth who died after being thrown from the hood of a car. Yesterday, family, friends, and community came together for an honor walk for Columbus High School junior Quinn Lloyd. It took place at Springfield Mercy. The ceremonial event was held in recognition of Quinn, who was an organ donor. Quinn suffered serious injuries Thursday when he was thrown from the hood of a car. Responders got Lloyd to an ambulance and then helicopter where he was flown to Springfield. Now let's check in with Donald O'Keefe for a look at the forecast.
It's a beautiful day out there, as you can see, in downtown Pittsburgh. Beautiful clear skies, and it's starting to warm up. It's starting to feel like a really nice day. And taking a look at Rangeline I-44, it's starting to get a little bit busy out there. People are starting to get out and enjoy this really nice day, and that trend's going to continue through the day and also through the rest of the week. But we actually got up to 75 degrees yesterday and a low of 51, so definitely above average. Our average for yesterday was 63, so it felt definitely a lot better for this time of the year for our temperatures, and today is really no exception. Our current conditions, 67 degrees, sunny skies, nice wind out of the northeast, not too bad, not as breezy as it was yesterday, so feeling pretty good at this moment. And evening out, we are going to continue that dry trend and clear skies, dropping down to about 52 at 10 p.m., 51 at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. So I'll have more of their forecast coming up.
Thanks, Donald. Your votes are in. We're getting the numbers from area elections that affect your budget, your schools, and your neighborhoods. We start in Barton County, Missouri, where voters have 3 separate money issues on the ballot. The first proposition covers residents in the entire county and asks for a $1.50 per ton landfill fee to be used for countywide economic development. This proposition passes. The second asks voters living within the Barton County Ambulance District to pass a use tax matching the county's sales tax. This one fails. In Lamar, Missouri, voters have narrowly approved a 0.5% sales tax proposal to build a new aquatic center. A sales tax that would remain in effect for 30 years, but the money generated has the potential to provide enjoyment for Lamar community for generations to come. The half-cent sales tax would fund a $4.4 million aquatic center to replace the facility that's been closed since 2022. The old pool suffered major infrastructure problems and large leaks that city officials say cannot be repaired. City officials say the old facility must be completely rebuilt from the ground up. The tax will cover both construction and operational costs for the new aquatic center. Supporters say this proposition provides an opportunity to restore community programs like the high school swim team and give families a reason to stay in Lamar. In Fort Scott, Kansas, voters decided whether to keep or eliminate a half-cent sales tax that's been in place for 4 years. This one passes. This tax question brought several questions from the community last August. The city held a town hall intended to answer some of those questions. Fort Scott city leaders say this tax is essential for funding street repairs, equipment for first responders, and park improvements. 80% of the tax revenue goes to fixing roads that date back to the 1800s. In Parsons, Kansas, voters decided to continue a 0.5% sales tax after the current one expires in 2027. This tax is designed to reduce property taxes in the city. The issue passes by a wide margin. Chanute voters rejected a new sales tax for economic development. The 0.15% tax would have funded business recruitment and retention. In Allen County, voters decided a 1/4% sales tax to fund healthcare services for the next 5 years. This includes funding for the Allen County Regional Hospital. It passes by a nearly 3-to-1 margin. Also in Allen County, La Harpe residents were asked to decide a 1.5% sales tax to fund street projects and other capital improvements. It narrowly passes. And this is something you don't see every day, even in a small community. Unanimous agreement. Every voter in Altoona, Kansas said yes to a 2% retailer sales tax. This tax will help fund infrastructure improvements for the next 10 years. Voters in Crawford County, Kansas decided school board and city government races in a number of communities yesterday. The deputy director of elections reported turnout across the county as steady and typical for an off-year election. We'll have results from a number of Crawford County races and more later in the show. Well, coming up, some Pitt State construction students get some hands-on training while serving the community. And later, we're making Grandma Irma's red cabbage in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Students from the Pitt State School of Construction got to step outside of the classroom, putting their skills to use within the community. KOAM's Kenny Foreman gives us an inside look at their latest project.
If you're looking to play pickleball at Four Oaks Park, you might notice some work being done along the sidewalk. Believe it or not, that work comes from the hands of students who are mixing in the concrete. Assistant Professor Christopher Pross says it's been in the works for quite a bit.
They will actually go through and do an estimate, a schedule, a contract, and then physically go out and manage and construct the project. So a little bit more hands-on component of how we do things.
For the students, having this kind of hands-on experience can be very valuable, especially as they look to enter the construction field after college.
We believe that is a huge value to our students by not only providing them the background for the management, the professional side, but also having them understand what the hands-on component goes into that. So they can actually direct their laborers or their subcontractors in the field when they get out into the real world because they've actually done it.
Though professionals at Conco companies oversee the project, almost all the work is done by the students. And while they feel good about the work, there's always going to be hurdles that can't be avoided.
This applies out in the field, and it's a really good learning opportunity out here. You never know when it might come in and rain for a week, or you might not be able to get a piece of equipment that you needed, or something breaks down on you, and that's probably some of the biggest challenges we faced was equipment.
But in the end, their efforts are seen by the community.
A lot of the people out here that play pickleball, they're out here all the time from 8, 7 in the morning to all the way at 9 o'clock at night. And if we're out here working, they're constantly asking us questions, just wondering when we're going to be done, telling us thank you and how much they appreciate the work we're putting in for the community.
In Pittsburgh, Kenny Foreman, KOAM News.
Now, the planning process began back in August and involved collaboration with the Pittsburgh Parks and Recreation Department. The students range from sophomores to seniors looking to complete their capstone projects. Well, some folks rolled up their sleeves and got to work in Carthage's Central Park yesterday. Vision Carthage hit the park to pull annuals and winterized flower beds for Carthage Water and Electric plant that will soon hold Christmas trees for sparkle in the park. For Vision Carthage, a nonprofit working to improve the city through beautification projects, events such as this also are a great way to get the community involved, especially kids and students.
I want the students to learn about the work ethic and also about feeling good about themselves and that they can make a difference in their community.
Vision Carthage was formed by the city in 2011. What once was a committee organized by the city to consider downtown efforts has now grown into an independent nonprofit organization. Well, still to come on KOAM News at Noon, Mr. Food.
Grab your slow cooker and join us as we recreate Grandma Irma's classic recipe. Once you try it, you'll understand why we go gaga over it.
It's a beautiful day out there, and that trend will continue through the rest of the week. I'll have a look at your full forecast coming up. It is a beautiful day out there right now. We're looking at some pretty sunny skies. Let's take a look at downtown Pittsburgh at this moment. Look at those amazing, beautiful skies. Clear, sunny day. I'm loving the way that today feels, and that trend is going to continue through the rest of the week as well. I want to talk about a little front that is going to be pushing through today, and that's why it's a little bit cooler today than it was yesterday. You can see a low pressure system way up there around Michigan, and you can actually see that line go all the way down to Amarillo. That's why we're getting those northerly winds today. That's making just a tad bit cooler, but not too much. We're still going to see about 68, 69, maybe 70 across the area. Look at right now at noon, our future track has those northerly winds, very clear and dry, and that trend is going to continue through the afternoon and also into the evening. So 4 o'clock, still very clear skies. Through the evening, those winds are going to start to shift a little bit as that front I just showed you is going to start pushing in. Thursday, when you're waking up at 5 a.m., winds out of the east, still very clear skies, but then there is going to be just some passing clouds by the morning, not too much to worry about. 4 o'clock Thursday, winds are going to shift from the east now to the south, and it's actually going to be just a tad bit windier tomorrow as well. Some gusts maybe 20, 25 miles an hour, but on the warmer side because of those southerly winds that we're going to have for tomorrow. And then there is going to be some clouds that are going to build in by about Thursday afternoon into the evening. As you can see tomorrow at 11 o'clock, winds still out of the south, but there is going to be clouds. So that sunny day is going to be pretty much disappearing by tomorrow night. All right, our current conditions in Joplin, 67 today. Pretty nice day, I would have to say. It's going to warm up to probably, like I said, about 68, 69. So if you're planning your day, 69 for a high, sunny conditions. Temps are closer to normal around this time of the year. Northeast winds about 5 to 10 miles an hour, so it's almost pretty much a perfect day. Very above average for what we normally will see at this time of the year. We'll take it when we get it. So 49 overnight, still clear skies. On the cooler side, winds are going to start shifting to the east now, coming out of the east at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So not a bad night as well. So if you want to do an evening walk, today is the perfect day to do it. Tomorrow looks even better though. Sunny skies, 74 for a high. It is going to be on the breezier side, like I mentioned, because of that front that will push its way out. So southeast winds, 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts up to 25. So even though it's going to be a nice warmer day, there is still going to be some wind associated with tomorrow. So let's take a look at our 10-day. 69 for today, 74 for tomorrow on the breezier side. Still stays warm on Friday. Another front is going to push through on Saturday, cooling things down. You can see on Sunday, 48 degrees for a high. And look at that right there, 27 degrees as you're waking up on Sunday morning. That's going to possibly bring in a frost and even a freeze. So that front is bringing in some cold Arctic air, and it's going to chill out by Sunday and also into Monday. You can see 51, chilly. And then we can also see another possible warm-up by about Tuesday and Wednesday. So I would definitely not take for granted this beautiful, amazing weather we're having right now, because the cool weather is going to start coming back again earlier next week with another possible warm-up by later on next week.
It's really hard to think that I'm seeing like a 27 on that forecast when I've stepped outside today and it is just sunny and as beautiful as can be and so warm, and I'm like, I don't even need a sweater because it's just perfect.
I know, it is perfect, and like I said, I don't want to take this for granted at all, because those 27s are coming a lot faster than we think.
I think December and January is going to hit us really hard.
Oh yeah, so let's enjoy it while it's here.
Most definitely. Well, thanks, Donald. Stick around. We're making Grandma Irma's red cabbage in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, Howard says this is a perfect side dish and it's just so easy to make. Grandma Irma's red cabbage packs a flavorful and crunchy punch. Howard shows us how to make it in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Nothing excites me more than when I have the opportunity to recreate a recipe that has been in someone's family for ages. You know, the kind of recipe that brings back all sorts of memories when you taste it. Well, today, I want to thank Jody, who's part of our team, for sharing her grandmother Irma's recipe with us. It's an old world red cabbage that goes with almost everything. The first thing we do is dig out our slow cooker. Into that, we add a head of red cabbage that we've shredded, along with a couple of Granny Smith apples that we've peeled and sliced. On top of this goes some pats of butter, a splash of apple cider vinegar, a bay leaf, some brown sugar, and a bit of salt and pepper, along with some ground cloves. Now we cover it and set it on low so it can do its own thing. Once it's done, don't forget to remove the bay leaf. Come dinner time, it's ready to serve. This goes with everything from braised beef to roast chicken. And yup, you can serve it steaming hot or chilled if you prefer. To get the recipe for Grandma Irma's red cabbage, simply visit our website. You'll be glad you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we recreated Grandma Irma's classic way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Well, you can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at komnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
It's been a pretty beautiful day, as you can see from our 10-day, getting up to 69 today. Very sunny through the rest of the week. Warms up tomorrow, a little bit on the breezier side for Thursday. Then a cool down is coming this weekend. You can see 48 on Sunday, 27 for a low, frost and freeze possible, and then a possible another warm up by middle of next week. But let's really not take for granted this beautiful weather we're having at this moment.
I agree. Best time of year in the 4 states.
Yes, you really can't ask for a nicer November.
I bet.
Well, what do you have coming up for us at 5?
Well, a lot's coming up at 5. For starters, November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month. Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S. Nearly 227,000 people will be diagnosed this year. A new report finds significant progress against lung cancer, but also shows more at-risk patients need to be screened. Plus, how families in the 4 states are handling some uncertainty right now about the future of SNAP benefits, and we follow a team of McDonald County JROTC students as they deliver and set up flags in a unique Veterans Day fundraiser. Hope you join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up today, KOAM News at 5.
Well, those sounds great, Dow. Thank you so much. That's the news for now. Thank you for joining us for KOAM News at noon. Have a great afternoon. And we're going to give you a look at some Webb City High School meteorology students.